start off with an square paper, and we want to fold the horizontals and diagonals. This is the diagonal fold, and the other way, open up and do the horizontals. This is the other direction. After this fold, we basically would just want to divide again for all these sides and the angular bisector. So just align this well, and you see the line will be aligning here, and make the fold. Repeat this 4 times, as we just did. This one is the angular bisector. Proceed to do for all. This is next one. And the final one here. Make sure the lines are aligned well, so you can see here and here. Just leave it in this position, and as you can see, we'll just want to fold these flaps in. Just fold it in on this edge here. We'll be folding this in for 2 sides. Flip over and repeat for the remaining 2. Basically, we are just creating an octagon. Next will be to create a preliminary base. We start off from this point and just do the preliminary base. From this base, we will just like to get some reference points. Fold this angular bisector, and using this line and fold it to the center again. We just wanted to get this point here, this corner. It's a reference. Now open up everything. As you can see, there are 4 flaps. This is actually unused. If you want to cut it, feel free to cut it away. I'll just leave it for now. Now we want to fold along this longer crease. Fold it so that the fold actually lands on the reference mark that we did. And if we align properly, you can see that 2 of this line actually lands on these horizontal lines. Make sure this is also aligned vertically. Just crease the center. Repeat for all sides. Just align this line and this line on the horizontal line. and crease just the center. And all the lines is now there. It's basically an octagon inside. We will be making two more of this fold, this crease, which goes towards the center. Now flip it over. We want to make a crease around this position. How to get the reference? Basically is just align it like this, so that this line and this line actually lands on the line behind it. And also make sure the vertical is aligned. Just crease again the center. Repeat for all 8 sides. As you can see, this line here and this line here align with the line at the back. This is the third. This is the last one. Now we have already 2 lines, the first octagon and the second octagon inside. And we'll be doing one last one. Flip over. And for this one there is actually no reference line, but just want to pinch this from the second one and fold it almost to the center. Just leave a little gap here. So when you fold it, make sure when you do the repeat, make sure all is consistent. But anyway, all this will be hidden, so it doesn't really matter. What we have actually accomplished is 3 of this octagon, 1 and the second one at the middle and the third one at the center. Now flip over. For all this octagon, right, is basically you will see that this is the mountain and it's a valley, and this is the third one is a mountain. We want to collapse this using the sync and unsync pattern. Just pinch on this side and collapse everything. With all the existing crease, all this collapsing should be easy. This is one level. and proceed to do the second level. Once we have mountain, this is valley, and there will be another mountain here. And for the final one, just push this, sink this in, and it will close on itself. Continue on. Now let's find this reference that we have made earlier. Now do a petal fold, a first level petal fold in this one. Just do this angular bisector. And petal fold this in. Just lift this up and push the sides inside. Push it back down. We want to repeat on all 8 sides. These are 2 sides already. Flip 2 over and repeat the petal fold. This is the 5th and 6th. And the final one here. Next, we would like to do an angular bisector. Just pick one side. Do angular bisector on both these. Take the big flap here, do an angular bisector. And you notice that this point will be meeting at the reference at the top here. We wanted to basically do an open sink of this flap inside here. So just do an open sink for this thing. Repeat for this one. And because I did not cut away the octagon excess flaps, this one, there will be one side that is much thicker because this piece is not being cut. But it doesn't really matter. Just fold as usual. This one will be an open sink. Just make sure when the seam was done, the flap is actually folded as well. We have now 2 of this flap that is open synced. Repeat only 2 more times. Right, just flip this over twice. You can see this one 2 is open sync, and we just want to do open sync for this 2. Do the angular bisector again. And perform the open sync. Here they have 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is the last one. The last one to do the open sync. Four flaps here and 4 here that is not synced. And in between these 4 flaps that's being synced, this one will be the head. So just fold this and close it back. Beside it, this is the wing. And for the other side, this is also the wing. Fold it up and fold it over. This one will be the tail. There will be 5 tails in total. Just fold everything up. And 5. This is 5. Last one. And if we arranged, this is the head and the wing will be like this. Notice that we still have this protruding thing coming out. What we want to do is just to fold this as a valley fold here. Just lift this away first and do 2 valley folds. Just fold it as close as possible to the top. And fold back the head. And we also have this flap coming out at the back. Then just do the same procedure. Just fold away. Make a valley fold. Lift this back. Open this up. Do a valley fold. For the flaps without the open sync, it can't go all the way in. So just fold from this point to this. And repeat from the other side. to this fold. And this is the center tail. Just do 2 of the belly folds. Close it. This is 2 of the wings and the head. This is just make the head here like this. And also for the tail, it's really up to preference on how to shape it. I would usually push the edge lower. You can see, just do a reverse fold. Make sure the reverse fold starts from the base. 2 of the sides one, push it down as much as possible. So just align these 2. The second middle one would be a little bit higher. It's a little bit higher. Same for this side. And finally the middle tail is the highest. So you create some kind of a fan effect. And for the savannah shaping, it's just to open up the wings and the tail.